Yo, magandang araw sa inyo mga chong. Welcome ulit to Monkeys Bananas Vlogs, where we unbox anything and everything around the sun, under the sun, around the sun, whatever. Pero today we're going to unbox again Final Fantasy VII PlayArts Sky figure, but this time hindi Advent Children. It's more on Crisis Core. Kasi as you know, although Aerith was part of the Advent Children movie, but more or less para lang siyang facade into Cloud, pero she was really part of before the Seven franchise, and siguro love interest ni Zack Fair. And we'll unbox her first before yung big three, which is Cloud, Zack, and Sephiroth, kasi sila talaga mismo yung para merong history, but although she's part of the history, she's more or less one of the supporting characters around the three. Ayun. So, I bought this for 6.2. Meron pa siyang price, or 6.5, 6.495 from Data Blitz. Came in as a pre-order before ko pang makilala si Master Carlo Angeles. Now, I'm getting my Final Fantasy figures from him. As you well know, I filmed this June 25, 24, 26. Date naman yun. 27, Sunday. But yeah, meron ng mga recent remakes, and particularly sure Aerith will definitely have one, but what's good in this particular figure ano siya, classic yung kanyang gear at kanyang blouse, and then yung kanyang denim jacket, yung red denim jacket, yung kanyang signature costume. And basically, I think she'll work well on any line, regardless if it's Crisis Core, Advent Children, the main line, the remake, kasi this is still the same dress that she wore when she was stabbed to death by you know who. Sephiroth. Pero hopefully, if ever mag-release man sila, they make better siguro variances. Kung merong mang head sculpt, or kung merong mang different dress, siguro yung kanyang flower girl dress, yung white one. This is not her first action figure. I mean articulation wise, kasi meron na rin siya before na Square Enix yung 5 points of articulation dun sa maliit lang, and then afterwards yung PlayArts before Kai, meron din siyang figure, a game as well as an Advent Children figure. Kaya medyo para siyang si Cloud and Tifa. Maraming siyang variations. Pero this one is the PlayArts Sky variation, and I think meron na rin yata, pero I'm not particularly sure if I did order one. But yeah, but here she is, the background on the church sector 5, Aerith, Gainsborough. Yeah. Plastic pa siya, plastic siya ng Data Blitz. So we'll just unpack her. So thank you guys for your support, and hopefully that you can watch all of the other videos that I have posted. Marami na rin siya. X-Men line, and then as well as yung Final Fantasy VII PlayArts Skyline. This figure actually medyo almost same price point. It didn't jump into the value if you're in the reselling business. Around 7,000 or 6K pataas. Minsan nga nagbibenta na rin siya na mas bababa, mainly because of reissues dun sa game. And just like what I mentioned, she is going to have a reissue, and much like the window type setup before. So here she is. She uses a staff. Pretty classic line, and then sa kanyang window, Crisis Core. So this is the first time we are opening a Crisis Core figure. And let me read off kung what's in the flap. Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, Aerith Gainsborough. Mystery behind the mass disappearance of soldier operatives in the tale of Zack's harsh fate. Story of Crisis Core Final 7, FF7, takes place 7 years prior to the events of Final Fantasy VII. Shinra Electric Power Company was continuing apace their development of the Mako-powered city of Midgar, and their complete dominance was imminent. In the midst of this rapid expansion, large number of Shinra soldier personnel go AWOL during a mission in Wutai. Shinra management sees that this is a serious problem and sends soldier first class Sephiroth, his loyal admirer Zack, and Angel to investigate. What lies at the heart of the mystery of the soldier desertion? The doors to Zack's cruel fate will soon open. To know the planet is to know life itself, and perhaps one day to know the promised land. Aerith is the last of the Cetra, an ancient race that communed with the planet with the aid of the life stream, help all living things flourish. She and Zack first met in an abandoned church where she was tending flowers, a rare sight in the city of Midgar. Though she's a bright and cheerful young woman who does not hesitate to take initiative, her Cetra ancestry weighs heavily upon her. Her people were said to have been searching for a promised land, a place replete with Mako energy, which is why the Shinra Electric Power Company has made an effort to track their every movement. Their every moment. The white magic Aerith wields is perhaps her strongest asset. She's not skilled with most weapons and prefers to use rods and stabs because they are easier for her to handle. Her signature guard stick enhances not only her strength and magic, but also her vitality and spirit, complementing her talents as a white magic user. Yeah. A mouthful, but definitely a good backstory to support this figure. Crisis Core is definitely one of the greatest games in the PSP, and hopefully if you guys can do an emulator, I know PSP is not already obsolete, but you can still get that and you can just download the game or whatever. I'm not supporting piracy, but anyways, if you guys find any way for you to play that game, if you haven't played it yet, please do so that you can get more of the lore as well as yung timeline nung game. So definitely it revolves around Shinra and then the lives of Zack, the original owner of the Buster Sword, which is Angel, as well as their backstory with Cloud, who they were able to meet halfway, as well as with Sephiroth. So it really evolves around yung storyline na expand siya kasi it was really way ahead of their time. But yeah, hope you guys are able to play, and sooner or later I get more characters and more fans of the series. So lahat ng mga hopefuls and as well as yung mga fanatic dyan, mga hardcore fans, hoping that you get peace of mind. So the more the folks likes the game, the more that we're able to get these types of characters. So yeah, I hope we're just gonna keep on milking them until we're dry. Pero it's a good thing if you have means, purchase them. If not, just get the small ones. Yo. Oh, she's coming out. Okay. So here she is on the clamshell. As you can see, we still have the regular stand for these characters. You can change her head sculpt. She has an alternate head, and then again staff that she uses. It's not her ultimate weapon. Dun sa PlayArts na figure niya or figures nila, nagkaroon sila ng weapon pack, yung ultimate weapons pack. Unfortunately, it's gonna be too short for this one. So I was gifted that before during my birthday. Move her to the clamshell. Let's just pull out all her accessories first. Alternate hands. Set. 2 sets and 3 sets. So much like with Tifa, she has her praying hands there, You can see that she is used that to post her box art. And Tifa has her get ready gloves. Ito siya. So this is the same almost setup for her. So you can do that on her pose, but I'm thinking of having them in an action pose to fight off Sephiroth, as well as let's get her figure. Just get her staff, her praying head. This is the same head. This is the same pose that you can use when Sephiroth, you know, did his thing. And that's it. That's all we have for accessories. Wait lang natin yung clamshell. So these clamshells are used as, siguro binibenta rin to ng mga pinagkukuha and binagbibigyan. I'm not keeping it. I'm going to throw them away kasi nga yung storage, just to save space and all. But here is her staff. You can just use and click on, put it in between her hand. So it's V-shaped. Yeah. So here she is, Aerith, Gainsborough. Siguro around 7-8 inches siya. And articulation wise, yung kanyang jacket or red denim jacket is made out of plastic or rubber type material. Articulation, you can bring her up as high as that. You can have her torso built in. It's underneath. She doesn't have any hips movement, or I think meron, pero not that much. But as far as knees are concerned, you can have a double jointed knee articulation, ball joint sa kanyang feet, and then there is a toe articulation. Dalawang cuts dyan, so you can definitely pose or display her that way. She has an elbow articulation, ball jointed type, as well as with her hands. Now you can swap out, including her head, but I think this is the one that we will use in posing her, and definitely we'll try to use her with the staff so that she'll not just the one that will just heal the team, but also have some way to help her. May panty siya. Upskirt. I'm just looking at it. I'm not a perv, but I'm just trying to look for a way to make her stand. Either that, or you can use her. You can use the stand that goes along with the figures. Yeah, because it won't. It will just be some kind of hard. But yeah, I'll just use her alternate hand to have. Let me just swap it out. Yeah, but it's not that pretty hard to remove. Pero if you're a fan, or if you have these figures, just make sure that you are gently removing them, roll them out, kasi medyo fragile yung kanyang peg, especially on the hands, or kasi ano siya, medyo manipis once it rolls, pero you can just put it safely. Easier said than done, but there. Let's see what Square Enix plans with her on the next set of the remake game, and hopefully sooner than later. But definitely Aerith is one of the most recognized character in the Final Fantasy VII franchise. But that's it. Again, this is Aerith Gainsborough of the Final Fantasy Crisis Core line for PlayArts Sky. And thank you for watching. So maraming salamat mga chong sa inyong suporta. Hopefully you liked the video. Click on subscribe and notification bell if you wanted to be notified if we upload new videos. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, good shit lang. Peace out.